Good morning, dear brothers and sisters. Today we will see the book of Deuteronomy chapters 13 and 14. In Deuteronomy chapter 13, Moses warns the Israelites about the danger of following false gods and practicing idolatry. He emphasizes the importance of remaining loyal to the one true God and not being deceived by false prophets or signs. Moses instructs the people that if someone, even a family member or close friend, tries to lead them astray to worship other gods, they must not listen or be swayed. They are to hold steadfast to their commitment to worship and serve the Lord alone. Moses makes it clear that anyone who entices others to worship other gods is to be put to death, as it is a serious offense against God's commandments. The Israelites are to act with determination and faithfulness in upholding their covenant with God. This chapter serves as a strong reminder of the importance of remaining faithful to God and resisting the temptation to turn away from Him. It emphasizes the need to discern between true and false teachings and to stay committed to the worship of the one true God. As we read Deuteronomy chapter 13, we are reminded of the significance of our faith and the dangers of straying from God's commands. We are encouraged to stay vigilant, seek wisdom, and hold fast to the truth of God's Word, guarding our hearts and minds against any form of idolatry or false teachings. Let us remain steadfast in our devotion to the Lord, walking in His ways and standing firm against any influences that may lead us away from Him. In Deuteronomy chapter 14, Moses continues to give the Israelites instructions on how to live according to God's commands. He focuses specifically on dietary laws and the proper use of tithes and offerings. Moses reminds the Israelites that they are holy people chosen by God, and therefore, they should not participate in practices that are considered unclean or detestable. He provides a list of animals that are permissible to eat and those that should be avoided. The Israelites are to distinguish between clean and unclean animals, and they should only consume those that God has declared clean. Regarding tithes and offerings, Moses instructs the people to bring a tithe, which is a tenth of their produce, livestock, and other income, to the designated place of worship. This tithe is to be shared and used for the needs of the Levites, the foreigners, the orphans, and the widows. Additionally, every 3 years, a special tithe is to be set aside for the local community and shared with those in need. Moses emphasizes the importance of being generous and compassionate towards others, especially the vulnerable members of society. By faithfully giving their tithes and offerings, the Israelites demonstrate their commitment to God and their willingness to care for those in need. This chapter highlights the significance of obedience and honoring God through our choices and actions. It teaches the Israelites the importance of maintaining a distinct identity as God's chosen people and living in a way that reflects their relationship with Him. As we read Deuteronomy chapter 14, we can reflect on the principles of stewardship, generosity, and compassion. We are reminded to honor God in our daily lives, making wise choices in what we consume and how we use our resources. Let us also cultivate a heart of compassion, reaching out to those in need and sharing our blessings with others in a spirit of love and generosity. Dear brothers and sisters, we will continue the next chapter of Deuteronomy in the next video. God bless you.